Oh, that looks great, man. It's first time in here. Just excited. I'm taking pictures like it's first day of school, so excited to be here.
Bert, just talk about your excitement to be in Calgary and just obviously with everything conspiring in the season ahead as well.
Yeah, man, just really happy and relieved and blessed just to be in a great organization like this one here. Always been a fan. There's always battles every time I came to play here, so I know it's gonna be great, you know. So just excited for the new start, the new chapter in my book, to get it going over here.
Can you just talk a little about the process on how things transpired and how these things all folded together for you?
Yeah, it just happened all so quick. I was packing to go to Arizona for Thanksgiving with my family. Talked to Demario Houston for a bit, just talking ball and things like that. And after I got done talking to him, 15 minutes later, I get a call from Ryan Rigmaiden and saying we executed the trade to Calgary. And I was happy. I was so happy. Before I got on the flight, I was just smiling and you know, it was great. You know, saw Dave's number pop up and just talked to him for about 30 minutes, and it was good. So exciting feeling, just grateful.
Hey, Vernon, I know you touched on this, but you think you can help bring some of the guys that maybe you know pretty well in the CFL and bring them to the red and white?
Yeah, I would call myself a top recruiter in this league. So, you know, I'm gonna do my best. You know, I'm gonna sit with Dave and the guys and see what their plans are in free agency wise. And I know a lot of players who would love to come over here and help be a part of this thing we got going.
So things could turn around quickly in the CFL. Do you kind of get the sense that that could happen here in Calgary as well?
Definitely. I mean, the team is good here. You know, the system is good. I said it a couple times already this morning, but you see Ryan Dinwiddie, Corey Mays, those teams being successful over there. That's still a little bit of the Calgary system, you know. So now we just come here, we spice it up a little bit. We bring in a few more players and have the players we have here be all on the same page, and let's get back on track.
What's you're not only the quarterback, but you're probably one of the faces of the franchise now. Like being a little bit new, like what's on your to-do list, or how do you approach these coming weeks or months?
Yeah. First, like I said, just talking to Dave and seeing what's going on with players moving forward, and giving my input on some guys who I feel like who can help us here. And if we get them, great. If not, you know, hey, it's business, and we just keep going and we work with what we have. And so, yeah, I guess those are the next steps. After that, just getting into my off-season mode. Getting with the receivers, getting that chemistry down, coming up here a few times throughout the off season, getting my face in the community, doing what I can do.
What makes you a top recruiter, so to speak?
I think guys just gravitate towards my passion, my energy, you know, just things like that. The way I am as a leader, a competitor, a winner, and so and I've always been like that, you know. And I'm going to continue to be like that, and hopefully, like I said, I can get some good guys over here.
Well, working with the offense, I mean, you have certain skills that other guys don't. Do you talk to the coaches, say integrate some of this stuff, or how do you sort of work with it, you know, to make sure your skills are accentuated?
Yeah, you know, I think I talked to Pat a little bit. We'll sit down in January over Zoom and talk things I like, what they do here well, things like that. So we can all get on the same page and, you know, come up with a great plan. You know, I've always liked what they've done here. Watching film, when I'm watching Calgary's offense, I always liked what they've done. Now we just add a few more things here and there, and shoot, let's have some fun with it.
Have you reached out to Stampeders players? Have they reached out to you? Kind of, you already talked to some guys?
Yeah, I've talked to a few guys, most of the receivers, a couple of the O-line, defensive guys as well. So, you know, everyone's excited. We're all excited to get to work together, and just taking it day by day.
For fans that don't know you, what do you bring to the field? Maybe describe yourself a little.
Big plays, excitement, energy, focus, leadership, just things like that, man. I just want to be the best I can be. I know I can keep getting better each and every year, and I feel myself just getting better. So I just need to be healthy for all 18 and really help this team out the best I can.
I noticed you didn't say mobility as part of that, but that's obviously a big part of your game too.
Yeah, it's there, you know, but I'm no Lamar Jackson. You know, I'm not going to run like that, but I'm more of a scramble to find guys open, and I think that's where big plays come from, because DBs think, okay, we only need to cover for 3-4 seconds, and if I have that time to extend the play and find someone on a scramble drill, that can hurt defenses, and I know D coordinators do not like that. So, yeah.
Is that the one thing that separates you from other quarterbacks? Your scramble, ability to extend plays just when you look like they're diving for you. You've got another move to go outside.
You can say that, but it's instinct for me. If I feel it, I'll get out. I am a passer first. I do want to sit in that pocket and go through my reads and get the guys the ball. But if I need to do that, then I will.
How gratifying is it, Vernon, knowing that you are the guy? There's no questions now. Like, you are the guy for this season.
Yeah, I don't really look at it like that. There's always going to be competition, and I know we have P.J. Walker here, who I'm a huge fan of. I've seen him XFL and playing those good games in the NFL as well. So being a fan of him, I'm excited for him to come in here and learn some things from him, but then also I can teach him some things about the CFL game as well. So we're going to push each other, and then whoever else they bring in, we all know it takes a village in this league to play good football, winning football, and we're going to push each other, hold each other accountable, and try to be the best group in the league. So I am excited, but I want guys coming in, pushing me and holding me accountable so I can be the best version of myself for this organization.
How much have you talked to PJ about and kind of build that chemistry to start?
Yeah, we talked real briefly over the break last week, and he told me he was a fan of me as well. He'd been watching me since Eastern Washington, so that was cool to hear, So, we're going to get together. We're going to work together. I know when I do my annual mini training camp on the off season with the receivers and stuff, I'll be flying him in as well. So we come in, we can talk ball, and just get on the same page.
Maybe detail that mini camp. What do you do? Where do you go? And is that your initiative, or tell us about that?
Yeah, that's my initiative. I started in Montreal a few years ago. Usually I do it in where I'm living in Tacoma, Washington, where I fly receivers out and a couple of quarterbacks and fly them in on like a Wednesday through Sunday, and we work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we also do just team bonding activities, just getting to know each other, you know what I'm saying, getting on the same page, working out together. I got yoga lined up for us, everything, so I just try to bring us all together and, like I said, just get to know each other off the field, because when you know your brother's off the field and okay, I'm fighting for his family, I'm playing for his family, he's playing for my family, you just play together more as a team, and you understand, like, I know what he's going through off the field, so I'm going to give him my all every single time. And I just want my teammates and this organization to know that's what I'm about.
What are you like off the field? Are you all about football?
I'm chill, so like off seasons, I use my mornings 5 a.m. to about 12 for football, and then after that it's daddy duties after that, from evenings, afternoons, and things like that. I don't watch too much NFL and stuff like that. I will go out my way to watch CFL though. Like I like that. I like watching film, going back, self-scouting, things like that. But yeah.
Can you tell us about your family?
Yeah, I keep my family to myself mainly. But yeah, you'll see them around.
This is the first time you've spent time in this part of the dressing room here. Just your initial thoughts, and have you talked to Brandon about number 3?
Yeah, this is, like you said, first time here, looking out from the home side. It feels great, Haven't really talked. I talked to Dozier a bit. I asked him, I said, hey, can I get that number 3? And I know he's a pending free agent. He said, it's a tough ask. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get going with that. If not, hey, it's just a number, so we'll get going.
This is Alberta, steak country. Are you a steak eater? Did Huff take you out for a steak dinner last night, or what are you going to do with it?
No, didn't get a steak yet, but I think we're going to the Flames game tonight. Go check that out, and I'm super excited to be here. I always came here as a visitor, and but now I'm here. Now this is going to be my home, so excited.
You've mentioned leadership a lot. Like who are your leaders that you've kind of been influenced by, or early on in your career you learned from?
I learned played with Kevin Glenn, Jeremiah Masoli, Darian Durant for a bit when he got traded into Montreal. I think the most impactful leader to me was Trevor Harris when he came over from Edmonton in 2021, and then in 2022 as well, beginning in Montreal. he really molded me and helped me. He sat me down and said, hey, VA, this is how we got to do it. As a leader, as a quarterback of a franchise, this is how you got to do it. This is how your routine should be. He showed me his, and I made it my own, you know. So I give a lot of credit to Trevor helping me out and taking those next steps as a quarterback in this league.
I imagine that was like a huge moment for you, given like a lot of quarterbacks wouldn't kind of mentor a guy that they are competing with, so that must have meant a lot.
It was huge, yeah, because like I said, you know, I had Kevin Glenn and those guys, but it wasn't so much mentoring, you know. It was, you know, they were doing their thing. I was still a young guy, but Trevor, he's always so positive with me and giving me so much hope. So I give him a lot of credit. Like I said, he grabbed me and he showed me how it's done, and I'm appreciative of him.
Is there any other thing you've learned that's really helped you with success since your early days of the CFL?
Yeah, just putting in the time, man. Earlier in Montreal, I didn't game plan and study as much as I do now when I got to BC and having that good routine. It was more just reacting and just playing off of athletic ability, and I think that's why I got traded so much is, you know, coaches, they seen the potential, but they didn't see the work, you know. And now today it's different. It's just much different. You know, I'm putting in that work. I'm staying late. I'm coming in early. I'm watching my film. I'm getting my film time in. I'm being prepared and not just reacting on the field.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were a CFL guy from the Eastern Washington days, right? I mean, this was on your radar.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that obviously a lot of fans in the CFL would say that's fantastic for an American.
Yeah, you know, Eastern Washington, we have a little CFL QB factory. You know, we would call Matt Nichols, Bo Levi, myself. Eric Barrier was up here last year, who broke all of our records. But yeah, you know, I found out I was on the neg list my redshirt freshman year out in Eastern Washington, BC's neg list. And from then on, you know, when I got up here, you know, as a young American, you're like, okay, let's do a few years up here and try to get back down south. It didn't work out like that way, so you fall in love with the game. And so I just fell in love with the game, and I'm just appreciative of every opportunity, you know, I've gotten up here in the CFL.
Maybe not the biggest stage, but then you go to Oregon, and that's a big stage.
Yeah.
How much did that development help you there?
Yeah, it was different. You know, it was a big jump, you know, going from playing in front of, you know, 10, 15,000 to playing in front of 50, 60, 70, you know, 110 in Michigan State, you know. So it was a big jump, but I love pressure, you know. I look it right in the face, and pressure's a privilege, you know, so not everyone gets to take on that pressure. So I look it in the face, and I'm like, let's go.
After your Zoom call, you went out through with Bo Baldwin. Just talk about his impact and how'd that throwing session go?
Yeah, I threw with a couple receivers down there, and he was just there actually talking with my dad. It was the first time him seeing my dad, and since, you know, I left college. So then we just talked after for about 30 minutes to an hour and just talked about how things were going here and how he felt in his first year, and just little things like that, just trying to get on the same page again. So just excited to work back with him, and I know he's learned a lot since he's left Eastern Washington. I've learned a lot, and I'm excited to just gel together our ideas and get back to working together.
Vernon, you mentioned that like you were young and you were, you know, bouncing around a little bit. Coaches probably saw the potential. Like, was there a moment for you like where things clicked, or is that learning how to work hard just simply a matter of getting older and mature?
Yeah, absolutely. I think after I got released in Hamilton in 2018, and then I went back, I was actually talking to Dave about coming here and, you know, learning from Bo, and then Montreal popped up. So I went back to Montreal. They were having a QB carousel, and in my head I said, hey, this is my last chance. Like, you know, I've been on 3-4 teams in 3 years. You know, if I don't show it now, I'm probably done. And I played in one game that year, but I played well enough, and they extended me, and we're here now. You know, so just keep working, and yeah.
How's the excitement to play with Reggie Bagleton, just a guy who shares a lot of the same values when it comes to football on and off the field?
Yes, I'm very excited. One of the first guys I talked to after the trade happened. I'm a big fan of him. I always came up to him after the games and tell him, man, you're a dog. Like, I'm happy that I'm on the same team as him now. You know what I'm saying? He has strong hands, great routes, catches the ball, make people miss, get yards after the catch. So, you know, I'm excited for those little 5-yard passes, and he can get 15, 20 more yards. So very excited to work with him.